The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Politics have no relation to morals. All courses of action are risky, so prudence is not in avoiding danger, but calculating risk and acting decisively. Make mistakes of ambition and not mistakes of sloth. Develop the strength to do bold things, not the strength to suffer. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. Men in general judge more from appearances than from reality. All men have eyes, but few have the gift of penetration. It is better to act and repent than to not act and regret. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. It must be remembered that there is nothing more difficult to plan, more doubtful of success, nor more dangerous to manage than a new system. For the initiator has the enmity of all who would profit by the preservation of the old institution, and merely lukewarm defenders in those who gain by the new ones. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Everyone who wants to know what will happen ought to examine what has happened. Everything in this world in any epoch has their replicas in antiquity. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. One should never fall in the belief that you can find someone to pick you up. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Men are so simple of mind, and so much dominated by their immediate needs, that a deceitful man will always find plenty who are ready to be deceived. Men sooner forget the death of their father than the loss of their patrimony. A wise prince ought to never in peaceful times stand idle, but rather increase his resources with industry in such a way that they may be available to him in adversity. Because there are three classes of intellects: one which comprehends by itself, another which appreciates what others comprehend, and a third which neither comprehends by itself nor by the showing of others. The first is the most excellent, the second is good, the third is useless. Men ought either to be well treated or crushed, for they can avenge themselves of lighter injuries, but of more serious ones they cannot. A prudent man should always follow in the path trodden by great men and imitate those who are most excellent, so that if he does not attain to their greatness, at any rate he will get some tinge of it. Of mankind we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. Since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. Never was anything great achieved without danger. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. If an injury has to be done to a man, it should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared. Not to extinguish our free will, I hold it to be true that fortune is the arbiter of one half of our actions, but that she still leaves us to direct the other half.